Mm, mm. Okay, hello guys. Go to join the stream, okay? So we can continue. Trying to clear my table. Check my fabrics. Check everything that I do. Check, 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 check. Hello guys. So once you're coming in, once you can hear me, please let me know in the comment section so we can just go ahead and start our tutorial for today. We can start our class for today. So let me know please on the comment section. Okay? Mm-hmm. So let me know. Okay? So once you can hear me, the sound is good, is clear. Let me know so we can just dive into our tutorial for today. I hope this light is lighting very well. Okay? So guys, let me know if you can hear me. Please let me know. So let me put on my glasses and see. Keziah, thank you. Hey Keziah, hello, you're welcome. So can you hear me? Is the sound okay? The sound of my video is it okay? So I want to know if the sound is okay. We are good to go. So we don't need to start waiting. I just want to find out. So somebody should please just drop, let me know in the comment section if the sound of the video is okay. So once it is okay, we are good to go. I'm just going to go. So let me know, guys. So you're welcome. Those of you that are just joining us, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. So let me know in the comment section if the sound is good. Okay, the sound is good. All right. So guys, we are going straight into our tutorial for today. So like I said on the comments on the thumbnail, you can see the picture. So we're going to Gbemi Sola, you're welcome. Kike, you're welcome. So we're going to be making a skirt with a front placket. So at times something at times and when you see patterns, some people they just want to learn style, they don't want to learn. Good evening Jeffrey, they want to learn style, they don't want to learn pattern. Gbemi Sola, hello. Yes, okay, thank you so much, the sound is okay. They don't want to learn pattern, they want to learn style. Do you people know that this skirt pattern that I put out here that we want to show today is that same pattern that they use for most of these our trendy boo of these days? That this kind of boo that used to have like a front placket. So this is another way of making those front plackets. So if you can make it on a skirt, you will be able to make it on a long full dress. So this same pattern, some people might see it now like it's a skirt, but they don't know that they still need it for a gown. So that's what we are going to learn today. So it's good for you to learn pattern and don't learn style. When you learn style, if you see another style, you'll be confused. But if you learn pattern, once you see any style, you'll be able to adapt it into that. Okay, Doho, you're welcome. Okay. So guys, so now I'm going to readjust my camera and then we are going to go straight into our tutorial for today. So we're going to be drafting our pattern. So it's a simple straight skirt. I'm just trying as much as I can here so to be able to capture the beginning and the end of our skirt. Okay, so let's go. Let's continue. So it's good for you to learn patterns instead of you learning a particular style. Sometimes when I see people, they would like, how do I make this style? I already have the video on my YouTube channel of the pattern, so it will be easy. Okay, so I have my okay. So you guys should let me know where you're watching me from on the comment section. So I have a startup line here so we're drafting just a normal regular pencil skirt, and then I have my hip line which is 9 inches, and then I have my knee line, it is a short skirt. So for this one, using a short skirt, I have my knee line, which is about 17 inches. So this is my hip line. So from my waistline to my hip line is 9 inches, and then to my knee line is 17.5 inches. So this is my pattern paper. It is a little bit junk, is a little bit short. Okay, so the next thing now, we're just going to go straight into our tutorial for today. So when you want to make this kind of skirt, because of that lap in front, you are going to add an extra of 2 inches. Okay, so you need that 2 inches for your skirt, because that is what it will lap on top of each other. Okay, so that, put that into consideration before you draft your pattern. So that's what I'm trying to do. I want to mark that 2 inches here. So even if you are using it for a boo pattern, for instance, you are doing making a boo, also put that 2 inches in front of your boo, because at the end of the day you are going to need it. Okay, so that's the 2 inches on our pattern. So the next thing now, on this waistline, I'm going to use my waist measurement. Just use the waist measurement. So for this waist measurement, I'll use 28. Okay, so 28, which is 14. Okay, let's see. Let me use 30, I beg. So which is 7.5. 30 divided by 4, I have 7.5. So I'm going to mark that 7.5 here, and then I'll add just 1 inch for my dart. Okay, so I'll come to the hip line. So this is the hip line. Mazuba, you're welcome. Good evening. So guys, let me know where you're watching me from. So for the hip line, I'm going to use 36 inches for my hip. So 36 divided by 4, I have 9 inches. I'll mark it here, and then I'll add 1 inch for my allowance. Okay, so for the down part of my skirt, I'll check what do I have here. I have 10 inches. I'm going to remove 2 inches from for the down part. So I'll mark it here. So you guys will see that the extra 2 inches on our pattern. Okay, so now I'm going to connect all of these lines together. So I'll place my pattern curve like this. I'll connect this here, and then this comes here like this. Okay, so you see that is how simple and easy this is. So this is for our front pattern. So when you want to cut the back, you still need this extra 2 inches self, because you are going to use it for your zip allowance for the back piece. Okay, so you cut this out. So I'm just going to use this fabric just to place it to cut out our back piece. Even though for this we're not going to be dealing with the back. So I just want to cut it out. So for the back, you are just going to cut. So like I said, this same pattern, you can use it when you are making your luxury boo. You can use this pattern for those your trendy rich auntie boo. So that's for the back piece. I've cut out the back piece. Now we are going to go into our front piece. So this is the fabric that I'm going to use to turn it. Okay, so I'll keep that on the side, and then let's cut out the front. So for the front, I'm going to fold my fabric. So now I'll fold my fabric into two. So you already know, and that fabric we're going to divide it in front. Okay, so now I'll place this now like this. So this is the extra 2 inches. So I'm going to extend this so that the skirt will make sense very well. So I'll just extend it that way, and then we will cut it. So for those of you that are just joining us, you're welcome. Please, people should give this video a thumbs up. I will appreciate that. Like this video. Okay, so now I've marked that out. So like I said, add 2 inches extra to your pattern. Add extra 2 inches. That is what will help. Okay, so now the next thing we're going to do, we're going to cut open our pattern. So first of all, the side of your dart, you mark the point for the dart. So just notch it and then you open the front of the skirt. So I'll show you guys how to stitch, how to create this facing. So the same way, if you are if you are making a bubu, use the same way, the same method, the same pattern, everything. Just make sure you divide your bubu, divide it into two. Okay, so now this is the fabric that I'm going to use now for my facing. So I'm trying to see the length. Okay, so the length is okay. So the width, so make sure that the length is long. So what I have here is about 3.5 inches. Okay, so why I'm doing it like this, I want to be able to have enough allowance. That's why I use 3.5 inches. So I'll be able to manipulate it very well, however I like. Okay, so now let's continue. Let's adjust our camera. So I'm trying to clear my table. Okay, so now we're going to stitch now. So let's adjust this way. All right. So for those of you that are okay, can we see the skirt that we are making? The picture is not, I don't have the picture handy here. Yes, I actually don't have. Let's see. No, I don't have the picture here. It's on the thumbnail. It's on the thumbnail. I don't have it on my other phone. I would have showed you. So I'm just going to explain. It's just like all of these boo kind of skirts. That's this boo that have front plackets. So that is what we're making. We're going to be sewing a facing in front of the skirt. And that facing is the same kind of facing that you have on your boo. So that is what we will sew. So now this is how we're going to stitch it. This is the wrong side of our skirt. So you're going to take this and then you're going to place it like this from the wrong side. Okay, so this actually makes it really easy for you to be able to control. So I'll place this now and then I'm going to start stitching it on the wrong side, the whole entire length. Okay, so if you are just joining us, you're welcome. You're welcome. So like I said, I'm using 3.5 inches for the blanket. I'll use 3.5 inches. So this is the, okay, so this one also, so whatever I'm stitching it from the wrong side. Okay, so that is what I'm doing. So I'll stitch it from the wrong side to the right side. So if you are just joining us, you're welcome. Please let me know, guys, where you're watching me from. If you have not given this video, okay, this name of the fabric I'm using is a damask. Yes, so the name of this particular fabric I'm using is called a damask. Yes, the fabric is beautiful. That's true. I agree with you. So after stitching, this is what we're going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do now, you can see what I'm going to do. I'm going to press this down like this. People know that we added extra 2 inches, right? Yes. So now I'm going to get my pressing iron so that I can press the seams down. Okay, you people should give this video a thumbs up. No. Okay. So I want to press the seams down. So now I'm bringing it to the right side now. So I'm pressing it down neatly. Okay, so I'm going to press the second one also. So now you are pressing it to the right side. You are flipping it and then pressing it to the right side. Okay. Okay. So like I said, even if it is a boo, a long boo, follow this same process and you are going to get it perfectly well. Okay. So now I want to turn off my pressing iron. Let me turn. Okay. So let me turn off my pressing iron. So those of you that are just joining us, greet. Like I always say, greet. When I mean by greet, say hello, say hi. Let me know where you're watching me from. That would be nice. Okay, so now when I do this, the next thing, so I'm trying, so you try as much as you can to make everything, let it sit nicely, properly. So the next thing now, I'm going to take this now. I'm going to fold this like this. So you see, that was why I told you people that I use extra inches. Why I like do this one that I'm doing, this one that of extra inches, I will be able to eyeball my placket. You see what I'm doing? Let me take this a little bit. Mhm. You can see. So I'll be able to eyeball my placket, take a good look at it, make sure that everything is okay. So you can see. So as I'm doing it, I'm eyeballing it, I'm making sure everything is equal so you can see. So I'm going to do the second one. Let me place this one here. So I'll take the second one like this also, and then I'm going to press it, like push it inside just like this. You can see. Okay. So the easy and easiest way to do this, I'm going to measure the other one. So when I measure it, you see that I have my 2 inches. So it's going to be folded at 2 inches. You see it like that. So I'll just be pressing it. I'll press it inside like that, and then I will iron it. So you can use a hemming gum, but if you are using a normal cotton fabric, you really don't need a hemming gum. It will stay on its own. Okay. So you can see. So when, even like I said, even if it's a boo boo, a long boo boo, use the same process for your boo boo, and it's going to come out perfectly well. At the end of the day, your boo boo is going to be perfect. Okay. So I'm trying to do this. So a part of this is not looking very straight. I'm going to straighten that all out. So when doing this, you have to be very careful. When I'm doing this, I always try as much as I can to be very careful. I want everything to be straight and neat. Okay. So yes. So I'm going to drop that, and then we are going to stitch now. Okay. So let's see. Angel, hello, I'm watching from Ikeja. You're welcome. Okay, Martin Paul, you're watching from the UK. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. The hair, thank you so much. Okay, let's see. The front kit. Hi, what are you doing? We are making a skirt pattern. So that's what we are making. Yes. So now I'm going to, so now it is folded inside. So now we're going to stitch that down like this, okay? So you guys can see. So now you just use your matching thread and give it a good, just give it a good stitch as close as you can to the edge. Okay, so those of you that are just joining us, you're welcome. Like I said, people should greet us. It almost came out. This one almost went inside. So you need to, okay, let me show you guys. You can see. You need to stitch it as close as possible. So for this, you have to, I don't know how to how to say it. You have to be very careful. Yes, so it's not rough. You understand? So that if you will notice, you can see my hand. Let me adjust my camera. You see my hand on this part of my machine. I'm using my hand. I am just using my hand. Let me turn this thing. I'm using my hand to control the speed of my machine. You understand? Because I need a very perfect stitch. So I'm not rushing it. My hand is permanently on the head of my machine, and then I'm slowing down the machine from that point, and then giving it a very gentle tap at the footer. Okay? So with that, I'll be able to control my stitch. So with that, I'll be able to control my stitch. My stitch is going to be neat and clean, so you can see. So I'm going to show you guys what I did now, so you can see. So now cut out any extra that we have. So like I said, even if it is a boo boo, you see the inside. Can you see how the inside looks like? Neat. And then you see the front. You see how neat it is. Okay. So it's a simple, very simple process or simple method, I would say. So the next thing now, I'm going to cut out, I'm going to trim out this second one like this. Okay, so let me turn off my machine first. And then at this point now, if you want to line your skirt, just if you want to add a lining to your skirt, so at this point, this is the point now you would where you will begin to turn your skirt with your lining. You understand? So now you turn your skirt with your lining. Okay, Kike, thank you so much. You're watching from the UK, the phone kid. Okay. So you, at this point now, you turn your skirt with your lining. You know it's a straight skirt, so you turn it with your lining. Okay, so we are almost done. So the next thing now, I'm going to take this. So it depends on where you want your skirt to lap to. If you want it to come to the left, you place this on top of this like this. If you want it to come to this, you take this and then you place this on top of this. So it depends on what you want. Okay, so let's take this like this. So you place them as close as possible, and then the next thing, when you place them like that, you are going to use your pins. So I'm going to pin them. So I'm going to pin them, so it's going to be exactly at that point, and then I'm going to pin this down like this, and then so you pin it up to where, I'm just trying to check. Okay, no, I think I'll let me do it the other way. Let this one come here. I think I prefer this side looks smoother. So I'll pin this down like this. And then so you pin it, just make sure you pin it up to where you want your skirt, where you want the slit of your skirt to be. Okay, so see, you can see. So for this, I'm going to stop my pin here, right here. So that's where I'm going to stop it. So you stop it where you want, and then make sure you pin it down so it enters properly. So the next thing now, we are going to stitch this. So you use the same matching, thread. Aisha, you're welcome. Good girls, you're welcome. You're watching from Norway. Aisha, you're watching from Uganda. Okay, so welcome. So now I'm going to take, so like I said, even if it is a boo boo, follow the same process and then you'll be able to create to make your boo boo. So I'm trying to, yes. So I'm going to use a clean stitch now, just like the stitch that we have on the other side to secure this down. So I'm securing it on top of the first stitch, on top of the other one. So make it very, you don't need to rush this. So make it as close as possible. Okay. Yes, make it as close as possible. So once you use a very matching thread, it's not going to show. So remember, it's just your 2 inches point that you are going to be stitching. Okay. So once I get to where I want to stop it, I'm just going to do a little bit of back stitch, just a little bit of back stitch, and then I am done. Okay, so yeah, so I'm trying to raise my machine up, and then so I'm going to show you guys how this looks like so you can see how pretty this is. You see the inside. So like I said, at this point you have finished turning your dress. But if it is a boo boo, you know, boo boo, we usually don't line our boo boos. So once it is a boo boo now, after stitching it like this, that is after joining So the front, you are going to cut the front into two if it is a bubu you are making, long bubu. And then after attaching your straps like this, you stitch it down, you are good to go. So this is how the inside looks like. So this is the inside, okay? So this inside also, if you want to secure it down, you can still secure it down, but most times there's no need for you to secure it down because the what do you call it? The stitch might show on the other side. But the way if you want to really secure it down, you are going to make sure you follow this other stitch. So once you follow it to that same stitch, it's going to sit properly. So now the next thing now, we are done with our skirt. So I want to place it on the mannequin for you guys to see. So I no need for me to join the back. Okay, there's no need. So our emphasis for today is the front of this skirt. So you guys, you can see. So I want to use my pins. Let me pin this. I want to balance. Let me sit down. Look and see. Okay, let's see. Ogbonnaya Chinyere Rachel. Good evening. Yes, you're watching from Nigeria. So you can see. So I'm trying to, let's see. So can you guys see? Let me take it. You can see. So that you can see the skirt in full. Let me sit down. So can you guys see? You see the front. You see our skirt. You see how beautiful with the front blanket. So by the time you fix your, what do you call it, your waistband, I'm just trying to fold it in. So by the time you fix your waistband, your skirt is going to be pretty. It's not staying in the center. I beg, I don't want to readjust it again. I beg. So guys, so you can see that name. No fit pronounce am. Say I'm watching from Ukraine. You're welcome. Uh-huh. Julian, Freddy, Glory. Okay, glory to Ukraine. Now don't come. Now don't come. Okay, so you can see. You guys can see. Okay. So guys, we are done for today's tutorial. So you can see. So like I said, if you're making a boo boo also, use the same method, and you'll be able to make your boo boo with this kind of front placket easily and neatly. So guys, so thank you so much. I am done for today's tutorial. Thank you all of you that tuned in our class, for our live class for today. Thank you. I just want to say thank you. So when you are done, you join the back of your skirt to your front, and then you are good to go. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, see the way I'm sweating. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye. Thank you. Thank you, Ellen. Thank you. Yes. So we don't have any questions. Before I go, yes, I'm supposed to ask. Do we have questions? If we have questions, let me know. Do we have questions? Do we have questions? So I don't think we have questions. So thank you so much. People should hit on the like button, okay? Those of you that have not liked the video, thank you.